everybody, we're driving again. So, I'm Craven, and I need your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to have some changes on the station. But first of all, while driving, don't forget to double check, make sure that when you get in the vehicle, it drives someplace. Like I'm just going 20 miles down the road, gonna pick up something, and I might show you what I pick up here in just a minute. But it's a good idea to make sure that you have your essentials. So I've got my EDC, standard every day, and I've got my emergency bag. Oh, yeah, right. My essentials bag. And if you've seen the video on the different packs that I think you should have, I've got both of those. I've got my essentials pack with me, which will get me back home if everything falls apart while I'm on this little tiny jaunt. But I have noticed that I've been spending a lot of time on social media to the detriment of my actual livelihood. I'm a member of multiple groups on MeWe, multiple groups on Facebook. I try and put input in on a lot of the different groups, and I'm spending too much time doing that. These videos were meant to be something for me to do for myself, for my girls, and for anybody else that wanted some information. Stuff. Oh, sorry about the wind. One of the things I've never seen on in another video was my deal on starting a fire in cold and wet. You know, hair used in your tinder bundle works great to start the fire in cold and wet. It's dry. You can find hair that's dry. There have been numerous other things. How many calories you need for 6 months under heavy labor. There's different way of hunting ducks and geese. That way you're not making any noise. Lots of different little things that I've added to the picture that I've not seen out there anywhere else. And I've gotten a hold of, or tried to email some of the bigger channels to advertise myself with them, see if they like what they saw on me, and see if they would put a plug out there for me. And I got to thinking, it's not why I started this. I didn't start this to get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and be a YouTube star. No, I did this for me, to share with you guys, to share with my daughters, have a video history of the things that I think are important, things that we don't think about. So, with that in mind, you're going to see me disappear. I'm going to shut down my MeWe account after today's video upload. I'm going to shut down my Facebook account as far as actually looking at it after this upload. And I will only I'm just going to load it on YouTube. YouTube falls apart. I've got an account on Rumble. I'll start throwing them all up on Rumble. If YouTube shoots me down because they don't like something that I said, or I didn't hold my mouth quite right, or I had one eyebrow up and it was supposed to be down at that time, and that's just politically incorrect. So I'm not going to go there. But so those of you that have subscribed to me, pop over to YouTube. I'll continue to make these hopefully every week. And by doing so and getting off of the social media and stop trying to advertise this, what I do, instead of advertising what I do, I'll be able to put a little bit more work into the content as well. So look for me on YouTube after this video goes up. And if you don't see anything new on YouTube on me, go to Rumble, because that may mean that I just shot over there. So I'll be out there. I'm not going anywhere. I like this. I just hate the social media aspect of it. And so, yeah, I'm off. Hey, so now the subject of today's story: leaving a compound. All right, take two. I usually try and do all these in one shot so that you get the most real presentation that I can make at any given time. But I guess my battery died. I didn't pay attention to it this morning before I took off. I had another battery with me, but I just decided to wait till I got back here to finish up. So we were at leaving the compound. Now, let's say that FEMA's out there and they're handing out food. And you've got your mag together, your tribe, your group, whatever you want to call it. And you've got a few people you can send that way to go get food because you want to be in the lines with everybody else. No. You want to be in the lines with everybody else and be out there. But here's something to do. You can't take any weapons with you to something like that. And I'd hate for you to leave the compound without some defensive capabilities. So consider putting a medical wrap around a foot and carrying a long walking stick. Forestaffs have been used for decades, centuries, thousands of years as a primary weapon. In the right hands with the proper training, a forestaff can be an extremely good defensive weapon. But we call it a walking stick, yes. Canes as well, you know. Have a couple of your members that are going down there, put a wrap on a knee and have a cane. Fake a limp. Have somebody put a wrap on a knee or on an ankle and have a big walking stick. This way you get to carry defensive weapons with you that nobody's going to stop you from having. In worst case scenario, they pull you aside and put you into a medical tent to check out your sprained ankle or your sprained knee. And you just tell them, well, the swelling's gone down, but it still hurts. They can't tell. That's not going to be a big thing. So, but if after a shift event happens, don't let anybody leave the compound until somebody else has checked their equipment. Okay? Under stress, people forget things. And if they forget some significant things, I mean, you want to double check that they have compass so that they can get back. You want to double check that they have fire starting equipment. You want to check that they have a full loadout on ammunition if that's what your group does. You want to make sure they have not only a primary but a secondary weapon in all instances, that they have their knife with them, that they have all the little things that leaving the compound for several days entails. Have somebody else check their loadout. The military does this before any battle or whatever else. And it just makes sense that we would too. A full loadout, you should have a few essential items, and if people decide they're going to carry something extra, that's their thing. But you need to make sure they have the bare minimum when they leave your area. As a member of a group, as a leader of a group, this is something that you can try and institute that will absolutely help your people out in the field. Because there's a lot of times people, oh yeah, I got that packed, and oh, I don't have that. There you have it. You know, and that could be a poncho to keep them dry. It could be a compass and they, lose their way. Lots of different things. So the thought for today is check your buddy out. Check him out of the compound, out of the enclosure, out of your group, out of your mag, out of your tribe, whatever it is, and go about that. Now, as I said before, this is not going to be going after today. It'll go up on all the groups that I'm in with MeWe and Facebook. But after today, I will only be found on YouTube or Rumble if that's the way that YouTube wants to play it. And now I'm going to take my new tool and discover its capabilities, limitations, and my abilities with it, and start training today with my new tool. And this, I'm not getting any help from this, but I got this at Atwood's. It's a fairly decent sized chain store in Oklahoma and Arkansas. And with it, got 2 boxes of ammunition. Funny thing, they asked, do I want 1 or 2? And I said, well, what's the cost? They said, no, it's free. And apparently there are people that'll just say, oh, I'll just take 1. No, I'll take 2 free boxes. Thank you very much, especially with the prices today. So I got a mini 1911 Kimber, and we're going to see what it can do and what I can do with it. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for your patronage. I wouldn't be doing this if there wasn't several people watching this, responding to me. The comments have been wonderful. I try to respond to them, and I thank you. Bye.